This story goes back to a man called Jack. The war began in his country. He was forced to leave countries with his wife. When he arrived in the other country he began looking for work, but he did not find work. Then he met a friend called Williams who was a kind person. He offered Jack a job with him and agreed to share the fishing equally between them. They began to go fishing together in the sea, and after a month the fishing became little, but Jack had a feeling that one day he would become rich from the sea. Jack and his friend continued fishing in the sea. One day his friend Williams fell sick and had to go fishing alone, and when he took the boat out of the shore he stepped on a stone and slipped into the sea. When he took the stone out of the sea he was amazed at this stone under the water. Its transparent color, when it comes out of the water it turns black. So he took this stone and returned to home. His wife was amazed at this stone. He called his friend Williams. He was also amazed by this stone. Jack asked his friend Williams if he knew anyone who would buy this stone. Williams: yes, I know someone in town who sells gemstones. He can buy this stone. Jack and Williams went to a store that sells precious stones. The store owner examined this stone and told them this is an ordinary black stone that has no price. Jack asked the store owner to bring a bowl of water, and he brought a bowl of water. Jack put stone into a bowl of water. The stone turned transparent under the water. The store owner was amazed by this stone and said to them, I have never seen such a stone in my life. He offered them $20,000 and told them, I just want to keep it in a store. He agreed to this amount immediately because they are poor and need money, so they divided the money, $10,000 for each one, and he returned home. His wife was happy with the price, and after that night Jack saw in his dream a man with a fish face asking him to put the black stone in his place, and when he awoke from his sleep he said to his wife, and she told him it was just dream. But on the second night the fish face man was in the room directly with him asking him to return the black stone in. See, Jack feels scary and can't talk or move. On morning he called his friend Williams and told him the whole story. His friend was understanding and loyal and agreed to return the stone. He went back to the seller of the gems and told him the whole story. He was also understanding and gave them the black stone and got his money. Jack returned to the sea and threw the black stone in the same place. He saw a man with the face of a fish coming out of the sea. He picked up the black stone, put it in his mouth and dived. Jack returned to his home and back to his fishing work normal. One day he was fishing and the fishing net was heavy and he could hardly carry it. He tried to lift it. He was surprised a man with the face of a fish in a net was wounded, asking Jack for help. When he was taken out of the sea he said, I was hit by an arrow. You must help me by taking me to my family to the island. Jack told him, where is this island located? He told him, in the middle of the sea. Jack feels afraid, but he agreed to take him to an island. On the way a man with a fish face told Jack and said when we arrived at the island not to pay attention to the sounds or anything and to stay in the boat. After we continued walking for the night, and as we approached the shore of the island I heard ghost people talking and saying a man fish face is injured, came with a human. Then they took their friend with them. I stayed on the boat. I heard terrifying sounds but I did not turn to them and kept my head down. After a while a person came and asked me to raise my head and not be afraid. I saw him in the form of a normal person like a human, and he said, I did not want to scare you, so I turned into a human face and asked me to accompany him to the king to thank you for saving our friend. So I went to the palace and there was a wonderful palace. I met a king. I feel so scary. He thanked me and gave me a box full of gold money. He asked his men to take me back to the home. Then I returned home and divided the gold money in half with Williams and I became a rich man.